What's going on, y'all? Back at it here again, making another video. Just got back from Miami, and that was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun down there. I had to go down there for some work and a little bit of pleasure, so that ended up working out good. But yeah, man, it was just a quick trip, just real short. But it was good to finally feel some warm and somewhat humid weather. It wasn't too humid down there at this time of year. But it was good. I was in West Palm Beach. Got some suntan time, you know, since I need that tan, and just got some time to get away, y'all. It was good that it was a paid for trip since work was sending me down there, and it was good just to kind of get away from the daily grind and hustle of everyday stuff that you do. And so I was fortunate and happy to get away for a little bit, especially from the rainy season of the Pacific Northwest. So anyways, y'all, just wanted to make a quick video and say what's up to you guys. And also the next video I'm going to show will be in regards to a blow-off valve. So I bought a blow-off valve off eBay brand, local company, and I took it apart just to see what it looks like, since I've never owned a blow-off valve before, and just to kind of give you guys an update. So if anybody wanted to maybe purchase this particular one or buy a blow-off valve, they would kind of know the ins and outs of, you know, what one looks like and kind of somewhat how it works. I'm no pro at it, but, you know, being that this is my channel in regards to my LS swap and, you know, taking apart things, putting together back things again, just to kind of see how everything works. I was like, why not take apart a blow-off valve and see how it works? So, plus I was curious to see exactly what it looked like and how it was put together, because in my research, you know, there's some blow-off valves that are, you know, $200, $300, $400, and I bought this one off $50 from a local company, off eBay, and I got the blow-off valve, the banjo fitting, everything that makes it work, and they sent me a pipe and a V-band to mount it on, all for $50. And then I see these, you know, $200, $300 blow-off valves. I'm like, man, those are expensive. So, but you know, this is cars in general. You know how it is. You know, you can buy expensive parts that are quality, whatever, that work. But sometimes you can find other, you know, quality parts as well that are actually made just as good and work, you know, fine. So I just wanted to take it apart and kind of see what it looked like, so that way give you guys an idea if, you know, if you ever go turbo or boost or whatever, you want to put a blow-off valve on your car, maybe this might be an option for you unless you want to go another route. So anyways, enough with the talking. I just got off the plane. Now I'm home. I'm about to relax and I'm out. So I just want to do a quick video on this. There's a lot of different videos on blow-off valves on YouTube, mainly like on the Tile brands or knockoff brands or eBay brands or Gretty or Turbo Smart or anything like that. But I haven't found too much on this one. And actually, this is a local company here, about a couple miles away, no, a few hundred miles away, excuse me, up on the coast here in Washington State. I forgot what the town's called, but they're further up north, kind of towards Canada. I'm in the Seattle area. But it's called Wyntonm Speed. And they sell these, all kinds of turbo stuff, blow-off valves, different kinds, charge pipes, turbo pipes, any kind of stuff that in regards to turbo. And I think they sell a lot of other things as well. But this is a particular blow-off valve that I bought just for $50. And it came with this and also a 6-inch pipe with the flange that this mounts on as well for $50. And it's a stainless steel pipe, and it's actually really pretty good condition. It's kind of scratched up a little bit, but again, I'm not going for show or anything. And this actually isn't like a Tile knockoff or anything like that, or any type of knockoff. I think this is kind of their own particular brand. However, if you ever seen a Tile blow-off valve, it kind of looks like this a little bit, but it's different too as far as how it looks as well. And it has the holes on the bottom where the air vents into the atmosphere, and then it has this big vent right here as well. So again, this is only $50 for this and the pipe and the fitting that comes already welded on the stainless steel pipe and it's a shiny stainless steel pipe as well. I don't have it, it's already mounted on my car. But I want to do a quick video on this because just to show you kind of what it looks like inside. And actually it's all pretty well put together, from what I've seen. Some tile knockoffs that I've seen, actually this is I believe it's not welded on or something. So a lot of them I've seen that this will come loose in here. And I've seen one review where a guy had to actually JB weld it on back again because it came loose. That's where the that hole right here is where the banjo fitting fits in there. You tighten it down and it has little rubber and copper crushed O-rings. It sits around the banjo fitting, and you put the vacuum hose on the banjo fitting, and that's how you pull vacuum to this from the intake manifold. But yeah, I mean, this diaphragm sits in like this little groove here. So if I lift it off right here, you have that, then you have an O-ring around the bottom here, and this is what seals the air down on the bottom down in here. And that copper looking stuff is grease. But I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty good. No real complaints as far as how it's constructed. And the silicone piece here, diaphragm, sits in the grooves right inside here. And again, it's all pretty smooth. I mean, nothing major wrong with it. No crazy burrs or anything like that. Nothing off from what I can see. I mean, for only 50 bucks, y'all, if you've done your research on blow-off valves, you can spend upwards of $200, $300, $400 for a blow-off valve. And for what I got for 50 bucks, I mean, for my build, I'm not going complete budget, but there are some pieces that I do buy that are budget just to save some money. And if I can get a good, decent make and brand out of something that I can buy, especially from a local company, I will do that. Also, I did a lot of research online as far as through like different forums and websites on people that have purchased products from this company, and they've all said great things. I ended up reading one from a guy who said he's had his for 3 years and it's worked no problem. So another guy I did read, he said the only issue that he had was the spring was too light, so he had to put a washer inside to kind of compress it more, so it wouldn't open as quickly. And that's the only issue that I'm coming across, and I'm glad that I read it because I'm not sure, it doesn't show you or tell you on the eBay ad what resistance or PSI or what rating the spring is, but I mean, I can crush it pretty easily by hand. And when I hook up this blowout valve, that's why I took it apart. When I hooked it up and I had vacuum pulled to it, it just stayed open at idle. I could feel air coming out of it, and at first I thought it was faulty. And when I messaged my friend, he goes, "Well, I wonder if the spring in it is too weak." And then I did some research and read that the guy had to put a washer in there, and another guy actually put another spring in there, another higher rated spring to keep the diaphragm closed, because under idle his was staying open. And then when he fixed it with the new spring and the other guy with a washer, it stayed closed and it was good. So in my particular situation, it must be pulling it open at idle, because it just constantly, there's a steady stream of air flowing through these holes here at the bottom. So, and technically it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to hold air in with no boost, and then when you give it boost, and it still holds until you let off, and then all the boost that's forced into the intake has nowhere to go once there's so much air that's backed up in there. And so when the boost releases and there's that pressure that's built up, the vacuum from the intake manifold actually helps to pull this diaphragm up, and it lifts it up from the bottom, and that's how the air is released out. So it'll release out this, sorry, I only have one hand, but this bottom piece will open up, and it releases out from the holes on the side here and this vent. And that's how on a lot of the Ricer cars that you hear, when that diaphragm opens and you hear a big swoosh noise, that's what you hear. So technically, I guess I don't know if I really will need in quotes need one, because I probably won't be running a ton of boost, maybe like anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds. However, it came with the pipe that I bought, and it was a good buy for 50 bucks, and they're local. So I was like, you know what, might as well just get it. And you know, still under 10 pounds, it would still be pretty effective. And I don't know how much you actually will hear the diaphragm releasing the air under my engine, since my exhaust and motor will probably be a little bit louder. But in any case, you know, it's still cool to have, I guess. You won't be able to see it because it's actually down by the closer to the intercooler on my car. But what I'm going to try to do, instead of going to buy a new spring right now, because the new spring will be like 24 bucks, and I don't know what rating spring that I actually would need quite yet. So I'm going to try to go to Home Depot or Lowe's, see if I can find a washer that'll be big enough to fit in here or in here, and see what I can come up with. So in due time, I will keep you guys updated, and I'm gonna put this back together without the spring. I'm gonna go to Lowe's right now and see what I can come up with, and I will get back to y'all a little later. But again,